Okay, so I'm going to work out 4 different problems going over Unit 9, our final unit, which is data and statistics. There's 3 types of graphs you'll see for right now: dot plots, which is the one here on the screen, pie charts, and bar graphs. So I'm just going to work out a couple of problems, and yeah, that's basically it. Nothing to it. So Miss Vega assigned her students a book report about the most recent novel discussed in class. Following dot plot displays the number of pages written by the students in her first period class. And then the question's asking, what percent of Miss Vega's class wrote a 4-page book report? Okay, here are the number of students who wrote a 4-page, counting the dots: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6 students wrote a 4-page report, and we know out of the total amount of students, how many is that? So that's 2, 3, 4, 4, 6, 0, and 2. Adding that together, we have 6 plus 4 is 10, 16, 17, 18. Okay, and we want this as a percent, so we're going to do out of 100%. And I'm going to make my life easier by simplifying our first fraction by dividing by 6. So that is 1/3 equals 100%. And I know 1/3 as a fraction is equal to 0.3 repeating. So now I'm just going to change that to a decimal, moving it over twice to the right, filling that in with a 3 since this is a repeating decimal. So my answer should be 33 repeating percent. So notice I have my answer choices covered because I don't want to focus on the answer choices until I have my answer and then see which one matches it. So first one, you have 3%, nope. 12%, not even close. 30%, close. That's my maybe so far. Oh, and I just moved the whole picture. And the last one is 33 1/3%, which is our answer. So I'm going to circle that one. So our answer is D. Okay, next one. We have a double bar graph here. The 7th grade student council sold pens and pencils during the first semester of the school to raise money for activities. The total number of sales of each item per month is shown in the graph. Okay, this is first semester pens and pencils sales. So I find it very helpful to write the values on top of each bar. That way, whenever you're solving the problems, you don't have to figure it out every single time. You already did it at the very beginning and make it run smoother. So August pens is 90. August pencils is 150. September pens is 50. September pencils is 90. Make sure you pay attention to this key to the left-hand side on the y-axis. October pens is 60. Pencils is 90. Pens is 30. Pencils is 80. 20 and 60. Okay. Which statement best describes the data in the graph? Well, I'm going to look at one answer choice at a time and work it out. Oh, let me move this one further down. There we go. So the total number of pens and pencils sold in August is 200% of the total number of pens and pencils sold in December. Okay. So total number of pens and pencils in August. So August, we have 90 and 150, so that is 240 for August, is 200% of, so 240 is a keyword for equals, 200%, and of means to multiply. So a couple of keywords there of the total number of pens and pencils in December. So pens and pencils in December is 80. I just added 20 and 60. Okay, 200% as a decimal, moving it over twice to the left, is 2. So does 240 equal to 2 times 80? No, that is equal to 160. So F is not our answer. Okay, next one. That's annoying. So the total number of pens sold in October and November is equal to 60% of the number of pencils sold in August. Okay, so number of pens in October and November. So pens in October is 60 and pens in November is 30. So that will be 90. So we want to know if is 90, oh that's bad, is equal to 60% of, so is means equal, of means to multiply, of the number of pencils sold in August. So pencils in August is 150. So we're going to change 60% into a decimal, which is 0.6. And off to the side, I'm going to do 150 times 0.6, 0, 30. 6 times 1 is 9. 1 place value, and we got 90. So that is a maybe. A check mark there. Okay, let's just keep going, just in case we did something wrong in G, then F and J will let us know. Okay, different color. Ooh, let's do purple. Okay, the total number of pens sold in the first semester is equal to 60% of the total number of pencils sold in the first semester. So we need to add up all the pens columns and all the pencils columns. So pens, we have 90, 50, 60, and let's split it off a little bit. That's 200, plus 30 and 20, which is 50. That's 250. So that is pens. Pens equals to 250. Now let's do pencils. Have 150, 90, and 90. Let's see, 14. Let me think. Yeah. And then 80 and 60. 0. And that is for pencils. And what we need to see is 250, 60% of 470. So 470 times 60% of a decimal, 0, 42, 24, 28. Don't forget place value. So no, because 282 is not 250. So that cannot be 60%. Final answer choice, the total number of pencils sold in August and September is equal to 125% of pens sold in August and September. Okay. So pens sold in August and September, that is, let me do a different color. Actually, let me erase some of this. Erase the top part. There we go. And I'm gonna do, I haven't done red. So pencils, oops, my hands away. Why is that? Is that like a dead spot there? That did not draw very well. There we go. Oh wait, I just needed pens. So pens was 240. Why is this not going well? This is 240 and So pens is not 240. See, this is why it's important to slow down and stay focused. Pencils is the white, so that is 240. Pens is the black, and that is 140. Okay, so what we need to see is 240 equal to 125% of 140. Oh my gosh. Of means to multiply. And I'm going to just pull out my calculator for time's sake. And that is 175. So not J. So that just validated that G is the correct answer. That was a doozy. Okay, halfway done. The circle graph shows a breakdown of students in Miss V's class based on where they were born. If 42 students were born in the state other than Texas, so 42 right here in this chart, how many students does Miss V have in all? So we're looking for total. Put a question mark there. So the neat thing about pie charts is all of the percents equal to 100%. So our total is over 100%, which is what we're looking for. And 42 is 28%. That's what the problem told us. It's like glitching out. Let me use the other side. See if that works. Okay, making my life easier, I'm going to simplify this fraction by dividing by 7. That'll be 6. Oh no, what just happened? There it is. And I did not want to open up my email. 6 divided by 7, 6 over 4 is equal to x over 100. I see a scale factor of times 25. Same thing for the top. I'm going to do 25 times 6, which is 12, 13, 14, 15. So there is 150 students in her class. That is ridiculous. Way too many kids. Okay, final one. The dot plot shows the number of siblings for each student in Mr. Malcolm's first period math class. What percent of the students in his class have more than 2 siblings? So 2 is not more than 2, so we're looking at 3 and 4 siblings. So more than 2 siblings, that is 5 students. We need to figure out the total. So we have 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I know those 2 are 5. So we have 10, 11, 12, 16. And we want to know what percent that is. So another strategy is to divide this and change our answer into a percent. So that goes into 3 times 8. Needs another 0. Let's just go one more after the decimal. That goes once. So 3. Okay, so we got about 0.31, changing that as a decimal by moving it 2 times to the right. So I got 31%. That's how many students in our class that have 2 or more siblings. Or no, have more than 2 siblings, excuse me. So that's basically it. That's all the problems I have. You'll see some that are similar to this. Just got to take it slow, read the data, double check yourself, and take it one answer choice at a time. I think that's all that I have. I hope this helps y'all out.